Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a serious topic, the top 10 most racist cities in the UK. This list is based on various reports and statistics highlighting racial tensions and hate crimes in these cities. It's important to state from the outset that this is a complex issue and these rankings don't tell the whole story. However, it's crucial to shine a light on these uncomfortable truths if we're to make any progress towards a more just and equitable society. We'll examine the factors contributing to these issues, from socioeconomic disparities to historical injustices, and explore the lived experiences of those affected. Exposing the hidden racism in London, a global melting pot, London tops our list. The city boasts incredible diversity, but this vibrancy is often overshadowed by a darker reality. Hate crimes are a stain on the capital. The Met Police recorded over 14,000 hate crimes in 2022. Stop and search practices face scrutiny for racial profiling. Communities feel targeted, leading to mistrust and tension. The rise of Islamophobia and anti-Semitism is another worrying trend. Attacks on mosques and synagogues have left communities living in fear. But it's not all bleak. London is home to countless organisations working tirelessly to combat racism. The fight for a truly inclusive London is far from over. Our second city, Birmingham, grapples with its own set of challenges. Known for its multiculturalism, the city has sadly witnessed instances of racial segregation. Certain neighbourhoods remain starkly divided along ethnic lines. The spectre of far-right extremism casts a long shadow over Birmingham. The English Defence League, a far-right group, has held numerous protests in the city, stoking tensions and spreading fear. In the aftermath of terror attacks, Birmingham has seen a spike in hate crimes targeting Muslims. This knee-jerk reaction, fueled by fear and misinformation, is deeply damaging to social cohesion. However, Birmingham is also a city of resilience. Community outreach programs, interfaith dialogues, and educational initiatives are working to bridge divides and foster understanding.
Birmingham has always been a melting pot, but the divisions are real. The far-right protests make it hard to feel safe, and after every terror attack, the tension just skyrockets. But we're not giving up.
Manchester, with its thriving music scene and vibrant cultural life, is often held up as a beacon of multiculturalism, but beneath the surface, issues of racial inequality persist. Discrimination in employment and housing remains a significant problem. Studies have shown that ethnic minorities in Manchester face greater barriers to accessing well-paying jobs and decent housing. This perpetuates a vicious cycle of poverty and disadvantage. Hate crimes have also been on the rise in recent years, with far-right groups exploiting social anxieties to spread their message of hate. These incidents, though often isolated, leave communities feeling vulnerable and targeted. However, Manchester is also a city known for its activism. Grassroots movements led by passionate individuals from all walks of life are pushing for systemic change. They are challenging discrimination, demanding justice, and working to build a more equitable society.
Manchester's activism scene is really something special. We're all about challenging the status quo and fighting for justice. We're here to make a difference.
Leeds, with its grand Victorian architecture and burgeoning tech scene, is home to a large South Asian community. However, tensions simmer beneath the surface, fueled by a complex interplay of factors. Racially motivated hate crimes, though relatively low in number, cast a long shadow. Each incident serves as a painful reminder of the prejudice that still exists. Housing segregation remains a contentious issue, with certain neighbourhoods predominantly populated by ethnic minorities. This spatial segregation can lead to social isolation and limit opportunities. Tensions with law enforcement are another area of concern. Stop and search practices, while intended to reduce crime, have been criticised for disproportionately targeting young men from ethnic minority backgrounds. Despite these challenges, Leeds is also a city striving for positive change. Community building initiatives are working to bridge divides and foster understanding. Liverpool, the city of the Beatles and famed for its footballing heritage, carries a complex history with race relations. The scars of the 1981 Toxteth riots, sparked by racial tensions and economic deprivation, still linger. Allegations of racism within the police force have persisted over the years, eroding trust between law enforcement and minority communities. The shadow of the past continues to color perceptions. Access to employment and education remains unequal, with ethnic minorities often facing greater barriers to opportunity. This perpetuates a cycle of disadvantage that is difficult to break. Despite these challenges, Liverpool has made strides in promoting multiculturalism. The city embraces its diversity, celebrating its various cultural influences through festivals and community events. However, the legacy of past injustices and the reality of ongoing racial inequality cannot be ignored. Liverpool serves as a stark reminder that the journey towards true racial equality is far from over. Scotland's largest city, known for its friendly people and vibrant cultural scene, has seen a significant increase in its immigrant population. This influx of diversity has enriched the city, but also brought challenges of integration and racism. Incidents of racially motivated violence have sparked calls for greater action. The rise of far-right groups has added fuel to the fire. Discrimination in housing and employment remains a significant problem. Despite these challenges, the resilience of Glasgow's immigrant communities shines through. Cardiff, the vibrant capital of Wales, often prides itself on its welcoming atmosphere and multicultural character. However, beneath the surface of this seemingly harmonious city lies a more complex reality. Hate crimes, though relatively low in number, have been on the rise in recent years, targeting individuals from various ethnic and religious backgrounds. Concerns about police profiling have also been raised by minority communities, with allegations of disproportionate stop-and-search practices. This lack of trust in law enforcement can create barriers to communication and cooperation. Educational and employment disparities persist, with ethnic minority groups often facing greater obstacles in accessing quality education and well-paying jobs. Bradford, a city in West Yorkshire with a rich industrial past, is home to one of the largest South Asian communities in the UK. However, the city has been marked by a history of racial tensions, most notably the 2001 Bradford riots, which exposed deep-seated divisions within the community. The riots, sparked by a combination of socio-economic factors, racial tensions, and mistrust of authority, left a lasting scar on the city. In their aftermath, there was a concerted effort to address the root causes of the violence and promote healing. Despite these efforts, segregation in housing and education remains a problem in Bradford. Many ethnic minority communities remain concentrated in certain neighborhoods, often characterized by poverty and lack of opportunity. This spatial segregation can perpetuate social divisions and limit opportunities for interaction and understanding. Newcastle, known for its friendly Geordie spirit and iconic bridges spanning the River Tyne, has seen a significant increase in its immigrant population in recent years. This demographic shift has brought about positive changes, enriching the city's cultural tapestry and bringing new skills and perspectives. However, it has also presented challenges in terms of integration and social cohesion. Racist incidents, though often isolated, have been reported in Newcastle, targeting individuals and communities with abuse and violence. These incidents, though not always reflective of the wider community's sentiment, create fear and division. Far-right groups have sought to exploit anxieties around immigration, holding protests and spreading divisive rhetoric.
Leicester, a city renowned for its diversity and celebrated for its annual Diwali celebrations, often cited as the largest outside India, presents a complex picture when it comes to race relations. The city boasts a long history of immigration, with communities from across the globe calling Leicester home. This multicultural fabric is woven into the very identity of the city. However, like many other cities in the UK, Leicester has not been immune to racial tensions. Isolated incidents of racial violence have shaken the city, highlighting the persistence of prejudice and the need for continued vigilance in combating discrimination. Tensions between different ethnic communities have also surfaced at times, often fueled by competition for resources, cultural misunderstandings, or historical grievances.
Thank you for watching. It's important to address these issues and work towards a more inclusive and equal society. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. The cities we've explored today paint a complex and often troubling picture of race relations in the UK. It's clear that despite progress in some areas, deep-seated inequalities and prejudices persist. But within these cities, we've also witnessed the tireless efforts of individuals and organizations working to build bridges, challenge discrimination, and create a more just and equitable society for all. The journey towards true racial equality is far from over.